5000 SAT vocabulary words, Side A. Word list 1. Abase. To lower in position, estimation, or the like, degrade. Abbess. The lady superior of a nunnery. Abbey. The group of buildings which collectively form the dwelling place of a society of monks or nuns. Abbot. The superior of a community of monks. Abdicate. To give up, royal power or the like. Abdomen. In mammals, the visceral cavity between the diaphragm and the pelvic floor, the belly. Abdominal. Of, pertaining to, or situated on the abdomen. Abduction. A carrying away of a person against his will, or illegally. Abed. In bed, on a bed. Aberration. Deviation from a right, customary, or prescribed course. Abet. To aid, promote, or encourage the commission of an offense. Abeyance. A state of suspension or temporary inaction. Abhorrence. The act of detesting extremely. Abhorrent. Very repugnant, hateful. Abidance. An abiding. Abject. Sunk to a low condition. Abjure. To recant, renounce, repudiate under oath. Able-bodied. Competent for physical service. Ablution. A washing or cleansing, especially of the body. Abnegate. To renounce, a right or privilege. Abnormal. Not conform to the ordinary rule or standard. Abominable. Very hateful. Abominate. To hate violently. Abomination. A very detestable act or practice. Aboriginal. Primitive, unsophisticated. Aborigines. The original of earliest known inhabitants of a country. above board. Adverb and adjective, without concealment, fraud, or trickery. Abrade. To wear away the surface or some part of by friction. Abrasion. That which is rubbed off. Abridge. To make shorter in words, keeping the essential features, leaning out minor particles. Abridgment. A condensed form as of a book or play. Abrogate. To abolish, repeal. Abrupt. Beginning, ending, or changing suddenly or with a break. Abscess. A collection of pus in a cavity formed within some tissue of the body. Abscission. The act of cutting off, as in a surgical operation. Abscond. To depart suddenly and secretly, as for the purpose of escaping arrest. Absence. The fact of not being present or available. Absent-minded. Lacking in attention to immediate surroundings or business. Absolution. Forgiveness, or passing over of offenses. Absolve. To free from sin or its penalties. Absorb. To drink in or suck up, as a sponge absorbs water. Absorption. The act or process of absorbing. Abstain. To keep oneself back, from doing or using something. Abstemious. Characterized by self-denial or abstinence, as in the use of drink, food. Abstinence. Self-denial. Abstruse. Dealing with matters difficult to be understood. Absurd. Inconsistent with reason or common sense. Abundant. Plentiful. Abusive. Employing harsh words or ill treatment. Abut. To touch at the end or boundary line. Abyss. Bottomless gulf. Academic. Of or pertaining to an academy, college, or university. Academician. A member of an academy of literature, art, or science. Academy. Any institution where the higher branches of learning are taught. Accede. To agree. Accelerate. To move faster. Accept. To take when offered. Access. A way of approach or entrance, passage. Accessible. Approachable. Accession. Induction or elevation, as to dignity, office, or government. Accessory. A person or thing that aids the principal agent. Acclaim. To utter with a shout. Accommodate. To furnish something as a kindness or favor. Accompaniment. A subordinate part or parts, enriching or supporting the leading part. Accompanist. One who or that which accompanies. Accompany. To go with, or be associated fault with, as a companion. Accomplice. An associate in wrongdoing. Accomplish. To bring to pass. Accordion. A portable free reed musical instrument. Accost. To speak to. Account. A record or statement of receipts and expenditures, or of business transactions. Accouter. To dress. Accredit. To give credit or authority to. Accumulate. To become greater in quantity or number. Accuracy. Exactness. Accurate. Conforming exactly to truth or to a standard. Accursed. Doomed to evil, misery, or misfortune. Accusation. A charge of crime, misdemeanor, or error. Accusatory. Of, pertaining to, or involving an accusation. Accuse. To charge with wrongdoing, misconduct, or error. Accustom. To make familiar by use. Acerbity. Sourness, with bitterness and astringency. Acetate. A salt of acetic acid. Acetic. Of, pertaining to, or of the nature of vinegar. Ache. To be in pain or distress. Achillean. Invulnerable. Achromatic. Colorless. Acid. A sour substance. Acidify. To change into acid. Acknowledge. To recognize, to admit the genuineness or validity of. Acknowledgement. Recognition. Acme. The highest point, or summit. Acoustic. Pertaining to the act or sense of hearing. Acquaint. To make familiar or conversant. Acquiesce. To comply, submit. Acquiescence. Passive consent. Acquire. To get as one's own. Acquisition. Anything gained, or made one's own, usually by effort or labor. Acquit. To free or clear, as from accusation. Acquittal. A discharge from accusation by judicial action. Acquittance. Release or discharge from indebtedness, obligation, or responsibility.